Hi everybody, this is Love of Truth Tarot, and I'm going to get into another collective reading. Okay. I apologize about the beeping in the background. Okay, we're just going to ask Spirit, what does the collective need to hear? Angels, guides, ancestors, the highest white light. Okay. Okay, we have fulfillment of wishes. And we have sacral chakra. Sacral. So, there's something. This is the energy of something that you want. Something that you've wished for. Something that is like a fire in your belly, you know? A passion. This might have to do with like something you do for work, and it doesn't have to either, but like a passion that you get paid for. Oh, and what do you know? I got material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. Let me put these down here. So yeah, okay, I'm getting, all right, let me put these other cards down. We have suffering in silence, reversed, and I'm reading reversed. Sometimes I don't read these in reverse, but I'm going to because it just feels right, and I will explain because it all ties in with each other. Okay, so I'm getting that there is, okay, because we have financial and material changes and we have material and spiritual prosperity, that means that you're going to be, or there's an opportunity, okay, either it's happening right now or in the near future, or it's talking about the possibility of this happening, that you can create material and spiritual wealth from this passion of yours, this wish that you have, this thing that fulfills you, okay? And you're no longer suffering in silence. You're no longer, or you're releasing yourself from that, or, you know, that's what this is. That's what this is doing. It's giving you the opportunity to speak your truth. To not feel like you're trapped. And the solar plexus as well is showing us that there is this confidence or this determination in it. It is the words I can. This is I want. This is I can. So sacral is I want. Solar plexus is I can. So you not only want and desire to do something that is, well, your passion, but you know you can. You have the confidence now that you can. I might have to pause this, but let's see. Maybe I'll just, let's pull a couple of the Archangel Michael cards, and then I might have to stop this reading, but then I'm going to do some other ones. Yep. Okay. What do you know? Embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Yeah, exactly what this is saying. And then we have your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Wow. So things are going to happen for you, but it's going to come through in a surprising kind of way, because that's how the universe works, right? Yeah, this is actually a beautiful message. I love this. I love this. You know what? I might pull from the Shaman's Way. Yeah, let's do that. Angels, guides, ancestors, your highest white light. What else does the collective need to hear about this fulfillment of I'm gonna say fulfillment of wishes. Okay. So we have resistance. It's kind of, can't really see it, but separation and the in-between. Wow. Wow. Want to read these? I might have time. I might be able to squeeze this in. Now, I'm getting already the in-between is where you are now for most people, because I think there's a reason why this reading's coming up now. You're in between worlds. You're in between your where you're just dreaming and thinking and visualizing your dream life or your dream career or whatever you'd like to do with these passions, or maybe you have some sort of talent or gifts that you can share with the world, and you're not quite there yet, but and see how, like, I don't know if you can see on here because it's kind of dark. Let's see if I can give some more light to this. That might be a sign too that there's some sort of light that is, let me push these up, that's uncovering, if that makes sense. Like, you're uncovering something and then there's going to be more shown to you. And like, see how, like I was saying, it's like the straw man. Oh, that's another thing I can talk about. But anyway, this guy is looking through the whatever these are, plants. I think it's like wheat, and it doesn't matter what it is, but, well, I mean, it could matter, but it's like he's coming from this other world and looking and peering into the world that he's going to step into, and he's not quite there yet, but he's it's like he's approaching it, or on the outside looking in, but it's like he's almost there. He's almost reached his destination. Okay. And what was I gonna say about that? Oh, the straw man is also not okay. Straw man is not who you particularly are. It actually is a false self that we use to represent ourselves, our true selves, the true soul within you. Okay, which is very interesting that that's coming up. So I think that what you're doing, or what you have been doing, is you have a certain face that you're showing to the world, or it's not even a matter of showing it, it's just a matter of, this is what people are seeing, but they're not seeing who you truly are, what your soul really is meant to be doing. Maybe you've shown it in many different ways already. It's not like they haven't seen anything, I'm getting that, but it's almost like you're not embodying it, but you're going to. You're on your way to opening up that world and stepping into that true divine purpose that you're meant for. This is really cool. Okay, and then, so I'm going to read the one where it says resistance. I mean, I would love to read them all, but I don't know if I can get to them all. Let's see. Resistance. Resist, blocks. Oh, these are the keywords. Resist, blocks, misbeliefs, healing, moving energy. That pit in your stomach, that unavoidable urge to flee and find a big distraction. The headache or other physical ailments that come up. All resistance to something. In a nutshell, when your energy bumps up against a vibration that finds a density in your energetic field, whether that be a trauma from your past, a misbelief, or a past life issue that has not been resolved, you feel the resistance, where you feel it gives a clue to what chakra that density is associated with. And it's interesting how we have 2 chakra cards here. This is a perfect opportunity for you to experience what resistance is. Sit with it and feel it. It can be uncomfortable as hell. Be kind to yourself and be firm. This is a message showing you where some healing needs to take place. So there might be some sort of healing that needs to be done in order for you to transfer to this new world of yours that you want to create. Or, yeah. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, there's probably a lot of misbeliefs. These beliefs that aren't serving us. And you're, I'm getting that very strongly, that that's probably what is happening to a lot of people in this particular situation. So the key is to let yourself feel. Let yourself heal. And there's trauma from our past, whether that's childhood traumas or, you know, we can go, the list can go on. I'm getting also the term spiritual awakening. Excuse me. So it's like this spiritual awakening is wanting to emerge. Like this, there's another, I'm hearing another spiritual awakening, like knocking at your door. And you're needing to accept. So I'm hearing acceptance. But also resist. So we can look at resistance in a good way. Resist falling back into the disbelief or the misbeliefs. But also, and I want to say like misbeliefs in yourself, but also avoiding no, maybe not avoiding, but embracing the way you feel when there is resistance. Okay. So healing needs to take place, that's for sure. Okay. So we're going to look up separation. Keywords: separate, ego, oneness, integration, letting go. Oneness, the opposite is separation. When we separate ourselves from source, we allow ego, judgment, fear, and insecurities to take over. When we are comfortable in knowing that we're not separate, we live in the flow and grace of the authentic you that you came here to be. In truth, you cannot separate yourself from source. You embody the divine, but you can cultivate a mindset that fosters the idea of separation. When you feel the anxiety of judgment and fear and insecurities rear up, look at how you have allowed a mindset of separation to wiggle into your beliefs. Again, this talk about beliefs, okay, and this fear of judgment. Wow, this is like, this is, I don't know, this is eye-opening. That's all I know. So we are all part of the divine. Knowing that we're not separate is going to help you deal with these insecurities and the fear of judgment. Don't allow these beliefs to come up, because you can replace these beliefs with the truth, with positive truth that we're all connected, we're all from the same source. We all have insecurities too. Just some might deny that they do, or some are very arrogant. But we can go on and on about, you know, how people are maybe different, but we need to focus on ourselves and focus on the body that we're in, and focus on letting go of that judgment, of that, yeah, because really it's a judgment of ourselves, and where it comes from, we might not know. And it would be good to maybe do some sort of deep healing of your past traumas too. That might help. But it's coming from somewhere, right? It's coming from some sort of trauma that was already done to us. For example, if someone's told you're not enough, well, they're going to end up feeling like they're not enough. And then they're going to internalize that eventually and think that people think that of them automatically because of what they were told, and they've internalized these feelings. So we need to rewire and reprogram our minds and our hearts. And again, I think that's why the healing is coming up and the resistance, you know, because there's the blocks. That's part of what the blocks are. So learning how to believe in yourself more. Heal those wounds, those past traumas. Okay, then we have the in-between. So I guess I'm going to read this one as well. Keywords: curiosity, changes, waiting, alignment. At some place on your spiritual journey, you will experience the in-between space. This is the straddling of the human earth realm and the spiritual realm. It can be an odd experience the first time you find yourself here. You will see your life and experiences from a place devoid of most emotion, except perhaps curiosity. How and when this manifests is usually as a waiting period between big changes. You can feel like nothing's happening. There is a knowing that you are waiting for something, but you don't know what. Your instinct may be to do something to move things along, but you don't know what. The universe is always working to get things aligned so that change takes place at the vibrational level it needs to. If right now you want to do something, anything to change a situation, know that your guides and higher power are working on your behalf. Your job is to hold steady. Stay out of your head over this. Stay out of fear and try not to do something just to do it. Let yourself experience the stillness and notice what you notice. Things will start to align to show you your next move soon enough. I think that's self-explanatory, and yeah, kind of like what I was saying, you're in between worlds, and I like the fact that it said that your guides, your spirit guides are, it's almost like they're saying, we got this. I mean, you do have to take action, of course, but you have to, you don't have to wait for inspired action, but you should act when you're inspired, if that makes sense. Not only when you're inspired, but it helps when you have that inspiration to act on it. And I'm going to have to end this any minute now, but I think this is a beautiful reading. So you are on to something, and you're moving into your divine purpose. There might be some sort of, distractions or hurdles, but you're going to get through this. You're going to get your fulfillment of wishes. Okay, guys, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.